Hello and welcome back. After 20 years, Baldur's Gate is back and bigger than ever. Baldur's Gate 3 is the much anticipated successor to the classic RPG franchise, which is leading in a lot of internet sensations. Essentially, the fact that there's talk of a bear sex scene and definitely nudity options when you're creating your character. So a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen in this game just when you're creating your character. So this game is a story-rich party-based RPG set in the universe of Dungeons and Dragons, which I think is amazing for anybody who plays D&D. This is a fantastic adaptation where you can actually play your turn-based D&D game and actually experience it in a more visual world rather than imagining or trying to figure it out on paper. You're getting to see everything play out. You can decide where to place your character. You can interact with objects. That it's a more involved D&D play session. So there's a ton of fantastic things in regards to this game. The Baldur's Gate 3 is available on PC, GOG, GeForce Now, PlayStation 5, and an Xbox release is planned for late in 2023. So when you're setting up the game, you can play as one of 7 origin characters, or craft a custom character and forge your own identity, which is the route I went this time that I will definitely be going back and playing again with one of the standard selections that you can select how you want to build your character by selecting race, background. You can select your class, that there is barbarian, cleric, druid, fighter, bard, paladin, ranger, monk, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. Whatever you pick will determine how the gameplay unfolds for you. That pay close attention to your traits and your statistics, because that will help immensely on how you're going to succeed in the game. And also, if there's a certain type of where you want your character to interact, this will help increase the chances of you succeeding on certain dice rolls. That if you want to deceive somebody, you definitely want to increase your numbers in certain areas. That when you're playing the game, you want to make sure to be strategic. Whether you're just doing a speed run and just want to go ahead and walk through the game and just unfold the massive story with a ton of cutscenes, which I love. Or if you actually want to just kind of try to look through everything and collect anything you can and power up, that when you're in battle, battles are interesting. You have your action, your bonus action, and your reaction, and you just have to choose wisely how you use your actions, because you can get hit if you try to move, if you try to attack one and neglect another one, or change the environment. It can backfire on you. That, trust me, I know, because if I'm playing a game, especially D&D games, and somebody says, don't open this door, here's the metaphorical red button, I'm pushing it. As you can see, oh look, ogres. I had succeeded in deceiving them, and I could have just went on my way, but I'm like, let me see what happens if I attack them. So of course, there's that. Now, also I'm in a cave with tons of spiders that can teleport. So yeah, trouble is definitely my method of gameplay. So definitely be strategic. It is an amazing game that you can play with your friends. You can play solo. That is just a fantastic game, and especially for somebody who's not extremely experienced in D&D, this actually does give you a nice breakdown, has an assistant to kind of give you hints and explain things. So it's actually a good way to learn as well if you're not as familiar. And for anybody who's a veteran D&D player, well, you're just gonna have fun and travel and experience that. I foresee this game with so much replay value that the only other games that I've actually given a 10 out of 10 like I'm giving this one is the Spider-Man game and Spider-Man Miles Morales. So this one joins the 10 out of 10 club. I highly recommend it. Go get your copy today and see what kind of crazy stuff you can do in this game. Thank you for watching. I'm Stephen Reyes.